Have you ever pondered about the unseen forces, perhaps angels, ancestors, or spirit guides, that might be guiding you through life's journey? This concept may appear as a riddle wrapped in mystery, but for a significant number it's a tangible reality. They hold faith in the existence of these spiritual guides. Angels delivering divine messages, ancestors offering age-old wisdom, and spirit guides steering us through our human experience. These ethereal beings are considered to be our soul's compass, casting light on the path ahead when we find ourselves enshrouded in the shadows of uncertainty or confusion. They're not just figments of the imagination, but rather companions that accompany us along our journey, sharing their wisdom and insight. Nonetheless, skeptics may challenge their existence, attributing such experiences to mere coincidence or whims of the mind. But those who have felt their comforting presence understand that it's far beyond mere happenstance. It's a bond that transcends the physical, reaching into the spiritual realm. So how we identify these angels, ancestors, or spirit guides? Let's delve deeper into unraveling this enigma. Recognizing your spiritual guides, which include spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, can seem like a daunting task, but it's simpler than you think. Just as we are unique individuals, so too are our spiritual guides, with different ways of making their presence known. One of the most common signs indicating the presence of a spiritual guide, be it a spirit guide, an angel, or an ancestor, is a repeated pattern. A particular number sequence that keeps showing up, a song you hear repeatedly, or an animal that seems to cross your path often. These patterns aren't mere coincidences. They're messages from your spiritual guides, nudges from the universe guiding you towards a specific direction. Then, there are intuitive feelings. Those gut feelings that seem to come from nowhere, that sudden urge to take a different route home, or the inexplicable feeling that you should reach out to a long-lost friend. These are often messages from your spirit guides, angels, or ancestors. They communicate through your intuition, nudging you towards decisions that align with your highest good. Next, we have synchronicities. These are meaningful coincidences that can't be explained by chance or probability. You might think of someone and they call you. You might have a question in your mind and suddenly stumble upon the answer in an unexpected way. These synchronicities are your spiritual guide's way of letting you know that you're on the right track. But recognizing these signs requires openness and awareness. It's about being present in the moment, attuned to your surroundings, and open to the possibility that there's more to this world than what meets the eye. It's about trusting your intuition, embracing the mystery, and understanding that the universe communicates in subtle, intricate ways. Recognizing your spiritual guides, be it your spirit guides, angels, or ancestors, is not about seeking out extraordinary experiences, but rather about noticing the extraordinary in the ordinary. It's about finding the magic in the mundane, the mystical in the everyday. Now that we have an idea of how to recognize them, how do we communicate with these spiritual guides? It's important to remember that communication with your spiritual guides is a two-way street. It's not just about them reaching out to you, but also about you reaching out to them. But that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned. Communicating with your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors isn't about having a casual chat like you would with a friend. It's a more profound and personal experience. The first step towards communicating with these spiritual entities is to set an intention. This is a simple yet powerful act of reaching out to your guides, angels, or ancestors with a specific question or request for guidance. Your intention could be as broad as seeking general direction for your life, or as specific as asking for help with a particular challenge or decision. Remember, these spiritual entities are always ready and willing to assist, but they respect your free will and won't interfere unless asked. So how do we reach out? There are several techniques to do this, and it's important to choose one that feels comfortable and natural to you. One of the most common ways is through meditation. By quieting the mind and focusing your awareness, you create a receptive state that allows your guides, angels, or ancestors to communicate more easily with you. Another method is through dream interpretation. Our spiritual guides, including our ancestors and angels, often communicate with us through our dreams, using symbols and scenarios that resonate with our subconscious mind. Keeping a dream journal can be an invaluable tool in deciphering these messages. Divination tools such as tarot cards, runes, or pendulums can also be used to communicate with your spirit guides, ancestors, or angels. These tools act as a bridge between our physical world and the spiritual realm, enabling us to ask questions and receive guidance in a tangible way. Matter which method you choose, it's crucial to approach this communication with respect. Remember, these entities, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, are wise and loving beings that have your best interests at heart. Treat them with the same reverence you would any respected mentor or teacher. Communication is a two-way street. After sending out our message, we have to listen for a response. As we move into the next segment, we'll delve deeper into how to listen and interpret the responses from your spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Because when we truly listen, we open ourselves to wisdom, guidance, and a deeper connection with the universe. Listening to your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors requires an art of patience, trust, and surrender. It's a process of opening up, quieting our minds, and tuning into the subtle energies and messages that are constantly swirling around us. These guides, be they angels, ancestors, or the Great Spirit, have a variety of ways to communicate with us. They may send signs to guide us, or subtle feelings that nudge us in a specific direction. They may ignite our intuition, gifting us a sudden insight or understanding. You could even receive messages from spirit guides, angels, or ancestors in your dreams. This is a time when our conscious minds are at rest, and the subconscious mind can more freely decode the wisdom of the spiritual realm. Pay extra attention to the symbols, people, and situations that crop up in your dreams. They could be messages from your angels, ancestors, or spirit guides, providing guidance or insight into your life. And do not dismiss the likelihood that your spirit guides, angels, or ancestors may communicate through other people. Have you ever had a dialogue with someone and they articulated something that seemed to resonate profoundly with you, as if it was a message intended just for you? That could very well have been your guides speaking through them. Listening to your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors requires patience. The messages might not always be clear or immediate. They might need time and interpretation to fully comprehend. You might need to sit with a feeling or a sign, allowing it to unfold and disclose its meaning to you. Trust is also crucial. Have faith in your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and the process, but most importantly, trust in yourself. Your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are always there, imparting their wisdom and guidance. It's up to you to tune in and listen. Surrender, lastly, is about relinquishing control and allowing the wisdom of your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to flow through you. It's about letting go of your expectations and being receptive to whatever messages come your way. Listening to our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors can guide us towards a deeper comprehension of ourselves and our journey. It's a path of discovery, growth, and spiritual awakening. As we've set sail on a fascinating expedition today, we have traversed the realm not only of spirit, but also of angels and ancestors. We've plunged into the enigmatic depths of these ethereal entities, unveiling the signals that proclaim their existence. From the subtle whispers in the wind, the sacred messages from angels, or the profound wisdom of our ancestors, to the vibrant dreams that waltz in your slumber, your spiritual guides are persistently trying to establish a connection with you. Be it your spirit guide, an angel, or an ancestor, they are your celestial cheerleaders, your divine compass, pointing you towards your highest potential. We've understood how to identify these spiritual emissaries. Remember, the essential aspect is to stay open and receptive. You may sense their presence in the form of a sudden chill, a repeating number sequence, or even an unexplainable feeling of solace and warmth. These are your spiritual guides, spirit guides, angels, or ancestors. Reaching out to you and recognizing their presence is the first stride towards a profound spiritual bond. We've also addressed the art of communicating with your spiritual guides. It's not about grandiose displays or intricate rituals. It's about fostering a calm mind and a welcoming heart. It's about conveying your thoughts, emotions, and longings with sincerity and belief. Whether it's through meditation, prayer, or merely conversing with them during your day-to-day activities, communication is the bridge that links you to your spiritual guides. And finally, we've stressed the significance listening to your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Their wisdom often arrives in whispers and nudges, in signs and symbols that necessitate a discerning eye and a patient heart. Cultivate mindfulness and intuition. Allow the clamor of the world to recede into the background and tune into the subtle frequencies of your spiritual guides. This is where their guidance can exist. Remember, connecting with your spiritual guides, be it spirit guides, angels, or ancestors, is an odyssey, not a destination. It demands practice and patience, but the rewards are boundless. It's about accepting the unknown and finding comfort and sagacity in wisdom of the unseen. Bear in mind, this is personal pilgrimage. Embrace it with an open heart and mind. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and like it. Stay curious, stay connected.